section.
Hello, fellow students of Fox Lane. I'm awesome. Now that that shameless self-promotion is out of the way, there's a few things that need to be covered. Primarily, and I know I said no more speeches, but this just needs to be said. There is discord in this school. There is phone theft, other item theft, there's lies, deceit, and just general broken up student body. It's not working. And that needs to be addressed immediately. I'm not saying to come in and impose and, make everything super strict and you can't breathe just to stop things from phone theft from happening, because you need to watch your own things, but there's a certain limit. This should not be something we have to worry about. Kids will be reckless, and I understand that, but when you start affecting other kids in the school, it becomes a problem. And it's just not justified. So keep it out of the school, and the administration too needs to be on a higher focus. Their zero tolerance policy is based off suspension or expulsion, and there needs to be a middle ground. I will build that middle ground because instead of answering to the administration and how they perceive the school, I answer straight from the state law. Your student rights, the Chancellor's decree, New York state law, everything, every right that we have, I know. And I will refer to that instead of what the school says is what, because this is just so much more important. It really is unacceptable. I mean, think for a fact now, the student body president never really did anything. How do I know that? Because when I told many of you that I was running for president, you told me that the elections had already happened. Those elections were for class president, which is the much less, that's the decorating committee. No offense to Lauren and the rest of you guys, but it is. And that decorating committee is just the decorating committee. It cannot make a difference in school structure. That's the student body president's job because it affects every single grade, every one of you. And that needs to be addressed. That needs to be made critical because the student body president needs to have the power to do that. And the fact that most of you didn't even know the position existed shows me that it does not. And at this rate, it cannot. The student body is not just the students. It's the students and the teachers. That reaction is very important. We need to understand that as much as we may dislike some of them and we may like others, they are restricted not in different ways than we are, much more different ways. For example, we may be able to have a tree in the commons, and we will if I'm elected, but they can't even bring religion up unless it's a history teacher and they're referencing it. They can't put up their own political opinions. They're just as deadlocked as we are, and that comes from the administration. Now, working together with the faculty, we can make the student experience better because we understand it firsthand. They've shown us firsthand. We influence them just as much as they influence us. And working together, we can override the things from the administration that don't know what these important critical features of the school life are, and we can make it generally better for you. The student body is a very important bond. It's a brotherhood, and there's a sense of diversity. Not in color, creed, race, religion, none of that. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, orange, whatever the hell mauve is. That's not a color. It can't be. I care that each student gets their voice heard, because every opinion counts. Diversity is in our own perspective. It's in how we view things, it's in how we respond to them, and it's in how we react to each other. That diversity is what needs to be shown out more in this school. It's what needs to be publicized, and it's what students need to be able to rally behind and strengthen as a bond. Never question our fate, but at this rate, it stands alone. Every one of us is not working as a student body. We're working as individuals. And if we want this school to succeed, then we need to work as a whole. That's it. Thank you. Bye.
Do you see this one?